Hello again, this is Randy Richmond, WITY Radio, here at the First Farmers Bank and Trust Annual Agricultural Conference at the Purdue University Conference Center. And with us here, we have two farm producers, hog producers, a large operation out of Versailles, Ohio. Did I get that right, Versailles? And it's a father and son. We have Tim and Joe Brandt. And thank you, first of all, for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. Now you know what they sound like. Now we want you to hear a little bit about their operation. They have a huge hog operation, and Tim was telling me earlier that they're shipping 5 to 6 loads a week of hogs and do business in the Rantoul area, right? So they have some quick tie to the Illiana community. So, gentlemen, how long have you been doing this? I mean, is this a family tradition that's been passed down, or?
Well, I'm the 4th generation, and my son here is the 5th.
Got it. So. And maybe there'll be a 6th generation there, right? Right. Yeah. So how many hogs do you raise?
What we are, we're an 1,800 sow fair to finish operation. We're a family farm. We're a growing farm, and we're actually doing ABF, antibiotic free. It's been a challenge, but it's worked out really well for us. Just a niche marketing.
Right. Do you raise all varieties of hogs, or do you specialize in a particular variety?
No, we got a standard. We use York Landrace sow base, and we use a Duroc boar for meat quality, and we do special things. We house them; they're all penned housed and farrow-in pens.
Are you a unique operation? Would you say this is different than most hog producers?
Yeah, absolutely. We've made a lot of changes. We have a new 360 farrowing crate. We do group housing with all electronic feeding systems. So we have really changed over the past few years, and we're looking for the future and looking to become more efficient and more profitable.
Would you say you're the technology innovator in the family here in this area?
Well, my dad's idea was actually go to electronic feeding, but yeah, I have a little more knowledge on the electronics and the younger generation, I think, is really pushing towards that direction.
Right. And technology is making a difference in your margins and in the production?
Yeah, it's something we're just introducing. It's been a challenge. It's something that has given us a lot of information to process, and it's making us more efficient and more profitable.
And in this age where they say family farms are not passing on from generation to generation, would you guys comment on that and say why it's working and why it's going to continue to stay that way in your family?
It's all about planning for the future and planning your succession. I think it's important to know what the next generation's goals are and where you want to take the business. And if you plan ahead and you get the right people behind you and everybody gets along, it'll be passed on generation to generation.
And if you look back to your father and your grandfather, Tim, what would you say today you're doing different, or is a bigger operation than probably they had, right? Would you say that you've made some strides in certain areas that they didn't have the opportunity to do?
Well, I don't know. My grandpa, he was always the first one in the community to do things, and me personally, I have my 2 cents on it, but I think as a family farm, you have to continue to grow and be cautious and not over leverage yourself. If you over leverage yourself, then you could lose the farm. But I think you just got to be cautious and keep progressing forward on new advancements. If not, I think you're going to die. I think everybody could still be a family farm. They're just a lot of work ethics, and just keep working hard. It's a way of life.
Are you a complete operation? Do you raise your own grain for the feed?
Well, not all our grain. We got about 800 acres of corn, roughly, but we still got to buy a lot of corn. But overall, we raise a lot of our own corn. We have our own feed mill, so we pretty much have everything that we could control.
Oh yeah, we're working towards vertical integration. So we're farrow finish. We grind our own feed. Purchasing land, trying to get to that point.
800 acres of corn. Wow, how big of a farm do you have?
Well, we grain farm around 1,200 acres.
1,200 acres. That's a lot of work. So, was it a good year for you?
It was extremely unbelievable year.
Yeah,
I mean, there was
probably the best year we've ever had.
We averaged 280 on corn and 280 bushel the acre, and there were spots, 301, unbelievable.
Any predictions for 2019?
It's gonna be a good year.
Yeah, I like that. I like it.
You got to stay positive. You got to stay optimistic. And if you don't enjoy what you're doing every day and you're not working towards your goals, you're just going to sit there and tread water. So you got to be fighting for everything and keep moving forward. It's going to be a good year for us. So.
That's excellent to hear. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Wish you the best of success, and hope the conference is beneficial to you, and we thank First Farmers Bank and Trust for doing that. You've been a long-time customer, right? Is that what you said?
Yes, yep, long time. Yep, yep.
They're good people, and having this event just speaks for itself. Well, thank you, gentlemen, and this is Randy Richmond, WITY Radio.